Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. Earlier this week, my friend Aaron gave me this Benchmade Work Sharp Sharpener. These come in both a 14 and a 20 degree. This one happens to be the 20 degree. And have not used it yet, so everything I'm doing right now is the first time. But it's got the ceramic stick stone right there. It's got a leather strap on the back, and so it's made to sit on the table and sharpen it. And it's got a guide right here on both sides, so that you can come straight across and kind of get your mark and move these. So I'm kind of from the old days when I was a teenager, when I was in scouts, that you would kind of hold the sharpening stone, and you would have your knife, and you'd kind of come down, try not to cut your fingers off, especially your thumb, where you're holding the stone, and you had to hold at the right angle. And probably we were all messing everything up back then and all that, and you'd spit on it or get a little water or something on it. But I like that this has these built-in guides right here to try and help with this. So I've got a couple different knives here. This is my Cold Steel mini AK-47. I've beat the living hell out of this knife. This is kind of one of my workhorses. I really like this knife. I've kind of gotten to the point where you can kind of see that the back of it isn't fully closed, and so I've got to be careful with that and kind of push the back in. But this thing's taken a lot of abuse, and this is kind of one of my work knives. So just want to kind of check. I like using magazine paper. It really kind of tells me, how sharp a knife is. So let's see what we've got here. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great. It definitely needs to be sharpened up. So looking at this, I'm going to go off this guide here, and I'm going to come in on my right side first. So it's made to line up and then slowly kind of pull across. And I apologize for not looking at the camera, but like I've said in one of my last videos, you don't ever take your eyes off a blade. So I'm gonna try to match this angle right here. And I have a Work Sharp Ken Onion that I use, and it kind of has the built-in for me. So this one's a little different, where it's been quite a long time since I have kind of free-handed it, so to speak, as I'm sharpening a knife here. So, all right, just gonna take a couple swipes on this and see if that does any better there. A little bit better. So I'm definitely getting on there. So I'm going to do this a few more times while I talk. With this, a dull knife is like a politician, useless. Might as well throw them out. I think we should do that with the politicians, not our knives. I love knives. A knife to me is such a valuable tool. I don't go anywhere without it. I always have some type of knife with me, especially if I'm hiking, I'm mountain biking, if I am, on a road trip. I always make sure I have a knife, because it's a specialized enough tool that when you need it, and other things don't work well there. So I'm going to give this a few more swipes and see how we're doing here. Okay. So kind of caught right there, but I would say that, that one sucked, but I'm definitely getting there. Got to take a few more passes at this. Like I said, I am not really used to kind of just trying to hold an angle all the way across as I am sharpening my knife. So I'm going to take a few more swipes on this And then I'm just going to flip that over and kind of run that carefully and see how we did. That one sucked. There we go. We're kind of getting somewhere. So I'm going to have to practice a little bit with this. I do want to try this one. This is kind of my other backup workhorse. This is my Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops. And I'm going to start on this side here. Actually, before I do that, let's see what we've got in the way of sharpness. That one's tearing it. So I need to definitely get some sharpness going on this. If nothing else, this was a wake-up call to get out there and get my knives sharpened. One of the things I really like about this already is that it is portable. I love my Work Sharp Ken Onion, but I need electricity for that, and it's not, portable. This I can easily throw into a pack. The thing about this too is you're pulling this across, you're not wanting to really jam that knife in there. You're just wanting to kind of pull it in smooth strokes to get that up. You're not trying to really go in there and just grind the crap out of your knife. So I do feel like it is pretty easy after taking several swipes on this to get the feel for that angle on there. So let's see what we've got here. That didn't catch. So there we go. So I need to do a little more work on this and really kind of figure that out. That was a decent one. That's a good one. So I am definitely getting it sharper than what it was. I need a little more practice on this to kind of get that angle. But the nice thing is it's got these plastic parts here, 3 on this side, 2 on this side to hold that rod in there. I haven't really looked. I've got another sharpener where you can rotate the rods. It doesn't look like you can on this. It's kind of molded in there. So I just need to get a little more practice on here. Also, from what I was seeing, you can also do this for your serrated, kind of get it in those grooves and get those as well. I'm not, like I said before, a huge fan of combination blades or serrated blades. I think maybe for cutting through boxes, that kind of thing, it might be helpful, but in most applications, I don't care for serrations. I think they just tend to get in the way. I just like a nice sharp blade, but this does give me the ability to do sharpening on the serrated edge. So on this one, being that the edge is the straight part and the back is the serrations, I'm going to take a couple swipes here, and even though I didn't test this one, I'm just going to run this a bit and see what we can do. Like everything, sometimes a hatchet is the tool you need. Sometimes it's an axe. Sometimes it's a maul. I was chopping wood last week. That's not bad. I was chopping wood for someone last week here in my little town. I did that for about 2.5 hours, and we used a maul busting through that. That was the right tool. A hatchet wasn't going to do it. So I love sharp things. I love sharp tools, and there's different kinds for different applications. So So far, I think this is really good. I believe this costs about $30, and it just has a nice feel to it. It's super light. It does have, holes in it. I can try and maybe get a ring in there so I can clip it on a bag or something to have it accessible. So I need to do a little bit of practice, and that's on me. But so far, it has made improvements in these knives and how sharp they are. And so I'm going to keep working at this to make this better. But I would recommend this. This is nice to have. And of course, it's blue. Blue's a superior color. We all know that. So Benchmade Work Sharp Sharpener, about $30. This one was from Sportsman's Warehouse. I'd love to hear not only what sharpening tools or systems you guys use, but what are the carry knives you have. This one is a Gerber pear frame. This one, like I said, was the Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops. Got that on Amazon for about $13. And then the Cold Steel Mini AK-47. I'd love to hear what kind of knives you guys carry as your EDC. As always, thank you for watching Outdoor Gear and Skills, and we will see you out there.